Good writing is one of the most important parts of any great movie, and these films did it the best. Hello everybody, my name is Jesse and welcome to my channel. At the 98th Oscars on Sunday, Sinners took home the prize for Best Original Screenplay, and it got me thinking, what are the best original screenplay winners of all time? So today I'm giving you my top 10 picks for the best original screenplays to ever win the Academy Award. I'm judging these movies more based on the actual writing, since that's what we're talking about, not the movie itself. So there's some movies on here that I might like more than others, but I'm judging them based on their writing. Going into this was a really tough list for me to compile because I truly love every single one of these, and I think they all were the right choices to win Best Original Screenplay that year. So I went into this basically thinking about a couple different criteria. Number one, is it super original and is it really well written? Number two, does the writing itself stick with me? And three, is it quotable? Starting at number 10, I have a very recent one, Anatomy of a Fall. This took home Best Original Screenplay in 2024, and I really loved this movie. I love foreign films, I love courtroom dramas, and this was just a really well-written film that was able to subvert your expectations. There were several twists and reveals throughout the movie that completely made you rethink everything that had been said up to that point. The fact that the woman, the main character, is kind of on her own side, everybody else is against her. It has a little bit of that unreliable narrator feel to it, and you don't fully know what happened until the very end. And I love all of that. At number 9, I have Everything Everywhere All at Once. Now, when we're talking about originality, this movie is pretty much at the top of every single list. There really has never been anything like this movie. This film truly is very original, very unlike anything else that has ever been done either before or after it, and it really just is in kind of a league of its own. The writing of this film isn't necessarily one of the main parts that sticks out to me, hence why it's lower on my list, but I do really love it. It is very well written. It knows when to be funny, when to be emotional, and all of the fighting is great. The visuals are stunning. I just absolutely love this film. Then I have The Usual Suspects. Before Mission Impossible 5 through 8, Christopher McQuarrie wrote this masterpiece of a script. I still remember watching this film for the very first time and being absolutely blown away by all of the twists, all of the reveals. The final ending reveal of Kevin Spacey being the villain the entire time blew my mind the first time I saw it, like jaw literally on the floor. The writing, naturally because of this genre, is brilliant, is very well thought out. On rewatch, there are dozens of clues throughout the film that hint toward the final impacts that you don't even know when you're watching it for the first time. It's absolutely amazing. Then at number 7, I have another more modern one, Jordan Peele's Get Out. He went from doing comedy with Key and Peele to his horror breakthrough, and this is probably one of the best screenplays in modern times, I would say. I love everything about it. I have seen this film several times, and every single time the twists and the reveals are so well thought out. So many, like I said with The Usual Suspects, so many different clues are planted throughout the film that you don't even realize that you're seeing them on the first watch. It's only when you go back after seeing it and on a rewatch that they really jump out to you. And that's really what I'm looking for with this kind of film. It keeps the suspension really well. All the performances are fantastic. And even if it's not necessarily quotable, the writing and the originality of this film does really stick with you, which is why it's on this list. Then at number 6, I have the movie that inspired me to make this list, the most recent winner of this award, Sinners. Ryan Coogler wrote one of the most original and beautiful screenplays that I have seen in a very long time. If you were to write out just kind of a one-sentence synopsis of this film, twin brothers start a juke joint and it gets invaded by vampires, you wouldn't read that log line and expect the depth and emotions that Ryan Coogler is able to use in this film. It's truly incredible. Like everything else on this list, it blew me away the first time I saw it. I knew instantly it was going to be my favorite film of the year, and it was. I am incredibly happy that Ryan Coogler took home the prize for Best Original Screenplay for this film. He really did deserve it. It was brilliantly well written. The characters are memorable and performances are incredible. It's a film that I'm going to be thinking about for quite a while, and even though it was one battle after another that ended up taking home Best Picture, I think this is actually going to be the film that people are going to be talking about for longer, is going to stick around longer, and is going to have more of an actual impact. Kicking off the top 5, I have Bong Joon-ho's Parasite. From the brilliant title to the memorable and original plot, he absolutely nailed this film. I loved it. This was the first international film to win Best Picture at the Oscars, and I think for very good reason. It was completely deserved. It was very well written, very well thought out, and it was one of the first foreign films I remember seeing that I really, truly loved before I even really got into stuff like that. So I thought this was really well done, and even when I don't watch it that often, just from time to time, I still think about it and it comes back to me. Then I have Django Unchained, Quentin Tarantino doing what Tarantino does best. The Western genre is brilliant. Jamie Foxx and Christoph Waltz work brilliantly together, and the dialogue is memorable, catchy, quotable, everything that you want. The plot is incredible. Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the most hateable villains in recent years and maybe ever. Like, just he makes you hate him with such a passion, but he's also such a compelling villain at the same time. The same goes for every other character in this movie. They're all very memorable and compelling. This is not the only Quentin Tarantino script on this list, but it is one of my favorites of his, and I think it very well deserved that Best Original Screenplay win. Then at number 3, I have Dead Poets Society, a movie that I quote at least once a week. I actually have a quote from it hanging on my wall, so I think about this movie pretty much daily. It is one of the films that made me love writing and really made me love movies in general. Every quote that Robin Williams gives in this movie is incredible. I believe a lot of it was improvised by him as well, which just goes to show his talent as an actor. And when it comes to all of the criteria I was judging these films on, it works. It's quotable. It sticks with you long after the credits roll. Everything about it is memorable, and really nothing like it has been done. And like I said, it is a film that I think about quite often and feel the urge to go back to a lot. My runner-up, Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction, his first ever Oscar win and only his second movie, which is very, very impressive. And basically everything that I mentioned in Django Unchained applies to this film as well, only arguably better. The dialogue is incredibly well written. It is quotable, it is catchy, it's smooth, like it just has a rhythm to it that works brilliantly. And Tarantino has such a unique talent for making even the most mundane of conversations about breakfast food feel so engaging and feel like you're there with them. It sticks with you long after the movie ends. This is another one that I quote very often and think about very often. And if Quentin Tarantino could only win one original screenplay award for any of his films, I think this would be the one to do it. And at my number 1, if you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you've seen me talk about this film a lot, Good Will Hunting. This is one of my favorite films of all time, and I say quite frequently, this is one of my favorite screenplays of all time. It is mature, it's quotable, The performances, the characters are extremely well written. It's like I said with Dead Poet Society, it is one of the films that made me love screenwriting and made me want to be a writer even more. I already did before seeing this film for the first time, but especially after watching, I've seen this film countless times and I love it so much every single time. The chemistry between Robin Williams and Matt Damon is electric. Robin Williams especially has some of his best stuff in this film, and it's my favorite performance of his, probably. This film made Matt Damon and Ben Affleck the youngest to ever win the Best Original Screenplay Award, and very well deserved for very good reason. I absolutely love this film and this script. So there you have it. Those are my top 10 picks for the Best Original Screenplay winners. What do you think of this list, or what are your favorites? Let me know down in the comments below. What movie wasn't on this list that you probably would have put up here? When I was researching all of the winners of this category to do this video, I was actually quite shocked at how few of them I had seen. There's a lot of movies over the years that have won Best Original Screenplay that are on my watch list. I need to get to eventually. I haven't seen a lot of them. So what film would you have put on this list that was not here? Let me know. And until my next video like this one, subscribe to my channel and keep watching movies.